Okay, guys, so we are on trading view. So I don't have anything on my chart. I'm on a 10-minute candle. I usually, this thing better works with 10 minutes, so but you can play around with 5, 10, or 15 minute, whatever. Um, Nothing fancy, just regular 10-minute candle. My chart is super clear. So let's add some indicator. I already have it, but I'll just show you here. Just type protected high low by the thread for OOP or whatever that is, the protected high lows TFO. Add that one. Once you add it, it's gonna look like this. It's gonna color the candles. Actually, let me just show you the settings too. I have this at the protected trail turned off. The length is like it's all default one. Color the candle for me. Show the structure label is very important. And then yes, valid pullback criteria. This I don't need it. Nothing else I need it. Um, so now my charts looks like this, right? And then this down arrows, they are repainted as in it's not real time. It kind of gives you after a couple of candles or whatever. So it's not. Don't look at that. It's not important. This buy sell arrows. That's not what we are using this for. Okay. Um, so let's understand this indicator a little bit. What are this BOS and MSS? A BOS is break of market structure. So if the market structure is breaking, that's a break on market structure. And MSS is major shift on market structure. The major shift is if the trend is going to change from one side to the other side. So for example, here the trend was down. Once we close above this, it's a major shift in market trend. The trend became, green, and then trend became red from here. Same way, on Friday, the December 29th, around 7:30, we broke through the uptrend, and then we have been down trading on Qs. So that's kind of the uh, break on market structure and major shift on market structure works. So usually, what you are interested in is where where is the market structure right now. So right now it's downtrend. So you probably would wanna take the trends, take the trades that are on downside. However, you can also take the opposite side, but know that the trend is not in your favor. You can overstay your welcome, or just don't try and shoot for the moon, right? That's not going to happen because the trend is in your favor. And vice versa, if you're a long trade, if you do decide to take a short trade, then you want to make sure that you just scalp or take the profit and go away. Now, how do we actually take the trade, right? um, so I have this dynamic supply demand, which is the smart money trade. So I like to use it on we have a couple of additions. So 30-minute, everything is turned off, so you can see nothing is checked off here. Only thing you need is one on resolution, volume area zero point 0.8, and then 30 minutes and show the non-visited footprint. You can control the width of line of width from here if you want solid or you want dotted, whatever. Um, so I have those. So I have one for 30 minutes. So I'm gonna turn that one on. Then I have one for one day, same to same. Then I have actually turn up the one day. I have a couple one days, so I'll keep this one on, and then I have one for 1 hour. So you don't want to look at anything that is less than 30 minutes, and 30 minutes and 1 hour kind of covers the 4 hour and everything except the one day. So now bunch of lines just showed up. So uh, our goal is to wait for an interaction, right? So let's take it from here, right here on January 2nd, whatever time. Um, we had a gap down, whatever, and then the market started going up, and you saw the break of market structure happen here. Now came back inside, and then towards the on January 2nd and on 9:30 we had an interaction with the point of control, um, and then you can see that we could not close above it, right? So this is where you would want to enter short, and then your target would be it should break this structure. So you should be able to take this. It doesn't have to happen on the same day, but this is where your target would be. So you would enter a short on 403.97 ish. If you want to wait for a candle close, then 403.31, and then you would want to capture the 401.66. Anything below that would be just a guess, but I would just exit here right at the market structure break, right? That's one way to trade it. And then as you can see, the market structure keeps breaking, breaking, never is going on an uptrend, right? Um, However, even on a red candle, as in the when the trend is down, when it breaks the market structure, it captures the liquidity on the opposite side. So trend is down, it captures the liquidity on the buy side, and then it goes up, right? Because there's a bunch of orders that got triggered here, the stop order. So now it's gonna go take it upside. So you can play this way too, but I would want to wait to have a point of control underneath so you can hang on to something and use that as a stop line, right? So let's look at this guy. So we had this going up. Now again we broke the market structure on Thursday at 12:50. Then we went up on Friday this morning, and then we came down and broke that market structure, and now we are going back up again. We can use this as a um, support, and then you can trade against long and trade against short. Um, what the order that we did this morning was this guy here at 6:30. You can see there's a point of control coming from back from wherever. We broke the market structure. We closed above it. We entered long. We took on a QQQ calls, and then we wrote all this thing until the 33. I mean 399, whatever, 36 or 50, whatever it is. But as you can see now, it's not able to go above this high and change the market structure. So we collapse back to the lows or break up the market structure. Now we are trying to decide if we are going to able to make this and go long, then the market structure will shift because we created a new low and now we're going to create a new high. So we are changing the trend and keep going up. Now, the very important thing here is that when you want to trade on one direction, like here, let's start from here. It's like you have to have previous day a point of control, which I call this in this case it's a protected high. So this is very important. I think this is probably very confusing all the time. It's like when do we switch from long to short? Just wait for the color to change or whatnot. But the color is good and it's indicating that it's breaking the market structure. However, you want to understand that you have to have a protected high. If you don't have a protected high, it's gonna get run over. You cannot take long or short. So, for example, here on December 28th, you have a protected high, and then now with this scenario, you can actually take the short. If you don't have this protected highs like this one and this one at 412 and 411, then when it breaks the market structure, it's going to come back and run over. So that is not a short valid scenario, right? Even though the candle could be red. Um, and then the same thing applies to the long. You have to have a protected low. Today, so far, we have a protected low, at least on Nasdaq. If I change it, QQQ, I'm only looking at the not the market hours. So, but if you look at the Nasdaq, Nasdaq does have a protected low, and you can see here the market structure shift on Nasdaq already on 10 minutes chart, and you can see literally we had this point of control, and then we have a market shift. You want to be very careful going short. I mean, anything can happen, but um, like my bias would be on the long side trades. That's why we entered, the QQQ calls and short term and long term. But that's how it works. Like you have to have a protected low at from 530, and then you can until this low is broken, as in this market structure is broken here, you can keep going on the upside. Now, Nasdaq is very wild; it can break anything, but you want to play the patterns that market provides you, not what do you think and I think, right? Let's look at SPY as well, real quick. So this is SPY, same setup, same thing. Let's take a look at it. Same thing. It's breaking market structure. Point of control, point of control, point of control interaction, point of control interaction. You put on a trade until the low of the market structure, right? And it kind of broke the market structure here. I mean, major shift went on green and then back again. It broke and then went on red. So this, when it's doing this, you can play both sides. It's not a problem, but know that the long or the short side will be favored more because you can see the coming. However, if we close and do not retest this, it's gonna leave a protected low. So um, something to look for. Sometimes market can also leave protected high and low for same day. That's probably going to be an inside day, and then you kind of have to wait to see which one actually breaks and which one actually holds. So that's kind of the. I think the video is getting longer, but there's a lot to explain. But this is how you need to look at it and play along. If you have any questions, let me know. I hope you really like it.